Hello, hello, hello. Yes, we are live and we are here. Good evening, everyone. Come on in, because the doors of the chapel are open. All right, come on in. We are so glad that you are here to join us on tonight. You already know what it is. You are tuned into the Praise Chapel channel. You already know this is the Praise Chapel channel, and it is a Tuesday night. Okay, it is a Tuesday night, and you already know what we do here on Tuesday night. You are watching Kingdom Sound. All right, this is Kingdom Sound. Okay, this is a hot show right here on a Tuesday night, good old night. I'm so glad that you are here joining us on tonight. We are going to have an amazing night tonight. So you already know, come on in. Come on in. And let's get it going on tonight. So I'm giving you a chance to get on in here with your girl. You already know this is your girl, Marcy Maureen. I am here with you on tonight, and I'm glad you are joining me. So come on in. All right, we need you to come on in, do whatever you need to do. Listen, y'all already know we're not going to be before you long, okay? So come on in, take a seat, get whatever kind of snacks or drinks that you need, and come on and enjoy this show on tonight. All right, let somebody else know that we are live and we are on. So make sure you go to @IGoToPraiseChapel Chapel and make sure you are connected to us at @IGoToPraiseChapel Chapel, Facebook, Instagram, and we are on YouTube. Okay, so make sure you go to @IGoToPraiseChapel Chapel. Tell somebody else to go to @IGoToPraiseChapel Chapel and get connected. Okay, because you gotta connect. You want to know what's going on, right? So you better get connected. All right. So listen, I'm trying to give you a chance to make sure you share this live. Okay, so make sure you share this live. Okay, so you can give somebody else an opportunity to come on in and join in what we do here on Tuesday nights. All right, because we have a good time. We have a good time on Tuesday nights. All right, so tell somebody to get in here into the chapel with us. All right, so come on into our chapel member saints and friends. Good evening to you. Okay. All right, so listen, it is going to be an amazing night. Okay, listen, I don't know if you remember. Okay, I don't know if you remember, but we had some amazing guests on, okay, last year. Amazing. They were so good. And they made a promise to us that when their album was dropping, they would come back here to Kingdom Sound right here on Praise Chapel and be here with us for when their album comes out. And guess what? They kept their promise. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's good old Christian right there. They kept their promise, and they came back right here with us to to discuss and to talk about and promote their new album. Listen, if you don't know who I'm talking about those Stewart brothers. Okay, listen, I promise you, if you did not see them the last time, you want to make sure you stay right here and watch it on tonight. Okay, and I'm just going to tell you, after tonight, you're going back and watch the other one. Okay, because you'll like all of it. Okay, so you can go ahead back on Facebook or YouTube and go check out when they was on here before if you didn't watch it before. But if you did, come on, that's what I'm talking about. Roll with us, okay? Just rock with us. All right, so listen, the Stewart brothers is back in the house, and we are so excited. I got co-hosts again tonight, y'all. Got co-hosts. You know, I love having me some co-hosts, all right? So your girl got some co-hosts tonight. I got the Stewart brothers in the house tonight. I got y'all up in the house tonight. It is going down tonight. Y'all got it. All right. So listen, we get ready to get this party started again. Make sure you go ahead and share this live. Let somebody know that we are on tonight. We here. We on. We doing it. Praise Chapel. Okay. Tell them to come on up in here to the Kingdom Sound. All right. Yep. That's what they're going to do. All right. So here we go. All right. So I am going to go ahead and get this part to started on tonight. So we're going to go ahead and bring it in. So it looks like okay. So come on. We're going to go ahead and invite in our guests, the Stewart brothers is here. My co-host is here, Mr. Morgan Turner. They all coming in the room tonight. Let's go. Hey. Yes. What's going on? Hello. Listen, they are in the house with us tonight. Aaron and Gary are here tonight with us. Listen, I promise y'all at the time. Yeah. Again, if y'all missed them the last time, just because you just happened to miss it, you got to go back and watch the last time they were here. And we are so excited that they decided to come back up in here and be with us again tonight. Listen, I'm telling you, they made us that promise and they weren't playing. Okay, they said we're going to get back on here with you. So we are excited. Y'all see my co-host in the house. Hey!
What up, Marcy Mark? Hey, what up, Marcy Mark? Hey, what up, Marcy Mark? Hey.
Listen, y'all know we always have a good time right here on the Kingdom Sound, and we are so excited. Okay, so y'all know how we open up this show. I don't think we opened it up this way. Did we open up?
No, we just went right on in because I wasn't doing the opening hymn.
We went right on in. You didn't want to go and sing. You didn't want to sing.
But we got a singer in the house on tonight.
We got two singers in the house on tonight. Yeah. Look at them looking. Look at them. They said, "Oh." Wait a minute. Okay.
Y'all could have seen your faces just now.
Wasn't it the best? That was the best. Okay, because your girl ain't doing no singing. Okay, she's not gonna sing. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to the artiste, and I'm gonna go ahead and let
Aaron. Go ahead.
Come on, open us up with the opening hymn.
Tis so sweet to trust just to take him at his word, just to rest upon his promise, just to know, thus says the Lord. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust him, how I proved him o'er and o'er. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust him more.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yes. That's what we're talking about. That was Aaron who just sang for us, and then that is Gary with him. We are so excited that they are back with us tonight.
Glad to be back.
Listen, and we got Encounter Hymns. First of all, that play on that name is so banging right there. Encounter Hymns. Okay, listen, Encounter Hymns, y'all. We are so excited for this new music from the Stewart brothers. Like, how excited are you all to drop Encounter Hymns?
Well, you know, it's all this hard work really just paying off. You know, we're grateful. You know, we're excited. You know, we have we put a lot of hard work in, so you know we're just excited. You know, we just pray that the album will speak and save those like the way it's blessing us. So that's how we feel. We just confident. Yeah.
And I might have asked you all this before, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask you all again. Like, how did you all come up with this concept of Encounter Hymns?
Well, it came from our hymn service that we do yearly, and so we were just like Gary. We decided with prayer and stuff. We were just like, let's just put it on record. I think it's time for us. We're going to take this to another level. You know, it's time for us to go further. You know, and God has really blessed us as far as the concerts, but you know, we want the world to experience this hymns encounter. You know, that He's given to us. So that's how it came about. And so we're just like, on record. So.
We over here having some technical difficulties going on, but we're going to get that thing straight as we moving through the show. We're going to get it straight. I'm just going to check in real quick with the production team. How we doing? Are we doing okay? Or what? Y'all just let me know. All right. So listen. Okay. So let's talk about like, okay, because here's the thing, right? We understand their hymns. We remember you all, you know, from the last time you were here and we heard your song and stuff like that. The concepts of these hymns that you all have taken and you kind of made them into your own, right? So let's talk about that a little bit. Like, you know, how you all have taken these hymns, you made it into your own, and I actually believe you have kind of made it so even the younger generation will kind of be like, oh, you know what? I like that. You know what I mean? So so let's talk about a little bit about that, like just how you all have taken these hymns and kind of revamped them to be your own, like about that. Let's just talk about that. Talk about that a little bit.
Well,
Well,
the concept was keep the foundation of the hymn with the way we sing it and add to it, because you have to have a foundation in order to build upon. So we decided to keep the same lyrics, the same tune, and just built around it. Thank God for Morgan to add the great production to it, and it just makes you want to listen to it more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we've seen a lot of people our generation. They think hymns are boring. You know, it's like so it's like you have to come with a good product, a good experience, so it can bridge the gap between generations. You know, so it can really give a good like not go away from the foundation of the hymn, but give it enough. Okay, this is nice. You know, from all rounds. You know what I'm saying? Not too old, not too young, but a good solid balance. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we wanted to do. So.
Yeah, and so Morgan, how was it working with the Stewart brothers with the hymns? Something different, not as traditional, but doing something different. How was that?
For me, I would honestly have to say this was probably the most challenging record. When it comes to hymns, there's a right way to do them and there's a wrong way to do them. So for me, it was really understanding, number one, the essence of what the brothers were trying to capture, and then really, really finding out a way to not treat them, if I can say this, as just hymns. Because a lot of times when people approach hymns, it's like, oh, it's just a hymn. You know, we'll just sing it as is and won't put any thought into it. So when we started approaching this record, I'm trying to think of ways that the same type of approach I would take for independent artists that's writing their own material is like, no, we need to put that same kind of thought in production into these hymns, because there are, as long as I've been living, I've always been a fan of hymns, but I haven't heard them done this way to this magnitude where it's like, yo, musicians want to play it, singers want to sing these arrangements. So we really took more of a modern approach, but still keeping it very traditional in a sense where everybody can sing the stuff. And I mean, everybody can sing the stuff. I will actually say I sat with my grandmother in her living room and just played the record for her, and she was singing along with every song, and she really didn't care about the production. But what got to her was that she actually could sing along note for note, word for word, follow along, and she still felt everything that she normally would feel as if she was singing it by herself. So really, once again, the whole production behind it was not only just to grab the attention of the listeners, but to grab the heart and actually have a common ground type of record again, you know?
Mo.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes it so good to watch the Stewart brothers do what they're doing with the hymns. I think that's what makes it a really, really good. So we got all kinds of stuff going on tonight, y'all. Hold up, we gotta get it together. We getting it together, y'all. We getting it together. We're getting it together. All right, so let's just talk. You know, you're dropping your album now. Now, I know before you all had just the single out, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and we're now dropping the album. Now we're in a whole different time right now.
Yeah.
Woo, don't we know?
How do we drop an album during this time? Things are so different. You can't do the normal way of promoting and things like that. So how do you now take on a different thought process to be able to now do that with promoting your new music?
Well, it really, to be honest, prayer and strategizing. That's really what it boils down to. Prayer and strategizing. We gotta, like you said, we can't do the traditional CD release concert. Right there, everybody in the whole city come through. But obviously, you can't do it. So we gotta do certain things that's a little different. Gotta really strategize and how to create engagement through social media, virtual stuff, and you really have to have nothing but prayer, because you really have to give somebody experience you would in person virtually. And it's like, you really have to really depend on the strength of the project. I mean, it is what it is. It really has to go back to, let the albums kind of speak for itself, let the music speak for itself. Let the anointing in the music speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? But with the help of a virtual experience and technology, that's when the strategizing has to come in. So it's not like you can go on a DMV tour in the next 2 months to promote the album, but you really got to come up with content, to keep your followers and stuff engaged. And like I said, the main thing is just prayer. God, give us the strategy, to give the same impact as if there wasn't a pandemic. Let this speak enough so this album can do what it needs to do, even when people are at home and we can't do what we even at the typical thing. So that's just.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we're in such a time where everybody just has to be they have to think out of the box. And although we have had social media and this has been around a long time, I still, we saw it in one way, but I think now it's like you really have to think out of the box of how to use the social media, how to, grab the attention from your followers and all of that. So I mean, big ups to everyone who really has to kind of figure out a way to make this thing work during this time, and promoting music. Like, you're promoting music during such a time that is like, who would have thought this would have happened?
And Marcy, look, it's crazy because I've been here for the past month. Yeah, let's put this on YouTube. Put this on YouTube. Let's put this on Facebook. Put this on Instagram. I called Marilyn Monroe and said, "Gary, let's put this video from the old concert. Let's put it." I said, just to keep that engagement. It's like, and Gary'd be like, "No, don't do that. This idea sucks. That video stinks. That video." But we work it out. But we talk it out. He's like, "But let's put the right video. Let's put the right stuff out there. So let's keep our followers and stuff engaged. So we're doing what we got to do, but with focus and prayer and strategizing, we'll make it through. We believe we'll make it through.
Absolutely.
Make it through. Make it through.
Yes. And so what we're going to do right now, we're going to give you a little bit of one of their songs right now from Encounter Hymns, the Stewart Brothers. We're going to we're going to play Lift Jesus right now. Here we
Lift
go.
him up. Yes, sir.
Lift him up.
In John chapter 12, Jesus states, "If I be lifted up from the earth, I'll draw all men unto me." Hey, come on, do me a favor. Everybody clap your hands. Hey. Come on, let's have a little church. Hey, everybody clap your hands. Oh, yeah. You mind if we go to church just a bit? Come on, y'all. How to reach men of every birth. For an answer, Jesus gave the key. And if I be lifted up from the earth, I'll draw all men unto me. lift him up. Still he speaks. Aren't you glad he's still speaking to you? It's divine. Oh yeah. Oh, come on, let's do that again. Come on. Say lift him up. Why don't you lift him up? Still he speaks. Eternity and divine. Tell me this, Jesus. Hey, oh, lift him, lift him, lift him.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, more to go.
Next week, next Friday.
Next Friday, February the 19th. It is
Yep,
coming on
yep.
out. It looks like, I don't know. I
Yes,
think
sir.
Marcy's having technical difficulties, but we're going to try to keep this party going on. So Aaron and Gary, just really the whole lift him up thing. I know a lot of people, and for y'all that don't know, the single is out, so y'all can actually go download the single right now.
Download it.
Lift him up is on all digital media platforms right now at this very moment. Y'all can go ahead and download it and enjoy it. Start teaching it to your churches and all that. So I know that and there are a lot of hymns that you all could have picked. So what really made you go with hymns such as Lift Him Up in the whole process of putting this record together? Because you can't put every hymn on the record. So really kind of what was you and Gary's process as to picking the strategic hymns that would make Encounter Him what it is today?
Well, when putting it together, I always think church.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first hymn that brings everybody together? That's the opening hymn.
Opening hymn,
and Lift Them Up. That's every denomination could go Pentecostal, AME, Baptist, maybe even Presbyterian. But it's a hymn that everybody does. So
now, an interesting fact that you all even showed me as a producer, and one of the wonderful things I loved about working on this project was the fact that you all had so much knowledge of hymns from multiple different from angles. So for instance, I think one day y'all walked into the studio and said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna record How to Reach the Masses." I'm like, what hymn is that?
Right.
And y'all started singing it. I'm like, no, that hymn is called Lift Them Up. You're like, well, no. So I mean, just that kind of information, and maybe one of y'all could explain for those that don't know how, the same song could have two different titles. So you could elaborate on that a little bit.
The denominations, in the AME hymnal, the title of the hymn is always the first line of the first verse. Like, what's another one? Oh, 4,000 tongues. Another one. I'm trying to think of another one similar like that, but Lift Them Up is similar to that.
Yeah, how to reach
the masses.
Yeah,
and the Baptist hymnal, you'll say Lift Them Up.
Right.
It might even be an A flat in the Baptist hymnal when it's in G in the AME hymnal.
Keys are different. Keys may be different. Lines, different parts of the chorus may be different.
Right.
Like Blessed Quietness, but in the AME hymnal it'll say doors are flowing like a river. I mean, it may, I don't,
Right.
Like I said, on the stormy sea. Some say Jesus speaks to me. Another one may say He speaks peace to me. So it's like,
yeah.
You like, what is it? Like, that's where you really have to go to a common ground. And Morgan, what we did, like, one shout out our vocal producer Darren Scott.
Darren Scott, yes, Darren Scott, amazing.
We had to bring it all together. Like, okay, which way we're gonna do it? Which line we're gonna use? Which phrase we're gonna use? Right. We're gonna put it in. So it's like, we gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It was a very, I'm not gonna say meticulous project per song, because like you said, we had to be very strategic in, okay, are we going to use this title? What verses are we going to do? And it's certain things that, like you said, certain lines say this versus that. It's like, okay, Well, we got to figure that out. But let's pause and welcome the other co-host, none other than Mr. Garland Michi Waller from Phenom Music Group. You know, I'm gonna wait for him to go ahead and take over. I know Marcy was having some technical difficulties, so I'm gonna let the boss go ahead and take the reins from here.
You're doing a good job. I'm just want to tell the fellas, like, yo, this record is amazing. I remember when Morgan first told me about this record. I said, "It's what?" He said, "It's gonna be all hymns." You're gonna let. I said, "It's what?" So he said, "It's all hymns."
Yeah.
I said, "Okay." And then I heard the concept of the stuff, and I said, "Ooh, this gonna be nice right here." And I applaud you for taking that approach. You know, because everybody's out trying to write this song and do this and write that. And in Songwriters 101, there are three things that we cover, and one is that the Bible is right. You never go wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
We do personal experience, which can be controversial sometimes, but one thing that's been accepted by all church is hymns.
Absolutely.
So you can't go wrong with that. And so I applaud for even bringing that thought. I mean, nobody has done that since Thomas Whitfield. Maybe at least 25 years ago when they said, and they sang a hymn. I believe that's the name of his record.
Yeah.
That happened, but it was even done differently. Y'all kind of kept it right here.
Right.
Traditional church with a little swing with the music a little bit, and it's amazing. So I'm excited. I'm excited for what you're doing. Keep doing it. I'm glad to be a part. Thank you.
Thank you
for even allowing us to be a part of what's going on. It's going well. Everybody need to go get it. Go pre-order it right now. Pre-order your copy.
You can pre-order your copy right now. It is
right now.
It is a full body of work of just hymns that you know and love. Just to name a few, you have stuff like you heard "Lift Them Up." You have "No Not One" on there. You have "'Tis So Sweet." You have "Come Thou Fount." You have hymns like
"Glorious Is the Name of Jesus."
Glorious is the name of Jesus. You have "Jesus Keep Me Near the Cross." I mean, just so many great hymns that you all know, and that your grandmama knows, and that your great grandmama knows, and that y'all can actually sit and listen to them and sing them together. And I see people asking, can we hear a sneak peek? So, Michi, is that possible for us to go ahead and play another sneak peek or something?
Yeah, I'll wait till the end of the show. Nope. No, we got some more coming for you.
We definitely got some more coming, but once again, y'all can go download the single right now. Lift Them Up. We just played it a few minutes ago. Y'all can go download it. It is amazing. But also, now that I got Michi on here, I want to ask him. I know you oversee a lot of artists and everything, and with listening to this record, hey Marcy, back.
Back.
So Michi, listening to this body of work, I know when I came to you as producer, my first question is, Michi, how does this fit into the mold of EMG? Like, how does a body of work like this fit into the mold? Because I know we deal with the independent artists and, like the songwriters and everything. And I know I've worked with you with a lot of individual artists, but even for me as producer, bringing this record to you was kind of different for me, because I'm like, okay, how do we, how does this fit the mold of where, EMG is trying to do as for the gospel music community as a whole?
Well, I think the one thing, what EMG is, we want to, our motto is bringing church music back to you. And I think, again, not, and I hope nobody takes this as criticism. I like all music. I like what everybody is doing. I think what people are doing, is phenomenal from a musical perspective, from a lyrical perspective. I appreciate just about everybody's thing. However, I do believe it's our duty to. There's so much music that's out there. It's a lot of performance music.
Mhm.
And so I'm not knocking anybody's music, but it's performance, and especially in this in this situation, you can't sing a lot of that stuff at church.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Boom.
It'll kill at the concert. It'll kill at the stadium. It'll kill in certain situations. But I come from a generation where, and I heard my cousin say this not too long ago. I come from a generation where we had the radio on, and you liked that song, and you said you were going to teach that at rehearsal next week.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you can't really do that now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like if you don't have this amazing vocalist to do some of this stuff, you can't
Right.
do that.
Right.
The other thing is it's hymns that's being appreciated, that can be appreciated in all aspects. We were playing around earlier talking about it's something to know how to play the hymn.
Mhm.
You can't play with it. You can't play around it. You can't.
Right.
You gotta know. You gotta know what that hymn really means.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know what that hymn meant to you. You gotta know what that hymn meant to your mama and your grandmama and all of that, and it still has the same impact.
Right.
For each generation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We can get up there and sing all the riffs and runs and all of that that we know how to do, but then this little old lady will come up there and sing Amazing Grace. It may be shaky, but it's the fact that it's that song.
Yeah.
It's that song. So I thought it was going to be. I think it's going to be easy because it's such a well put together situation that's traditional, but everybody can enjoy it. It's not just old. It's not middle age. It's young. It's young enough for the young people to be able to rock with it and all of that kind of stuff. It's old enough that the old, like you said, grandma can sit there and sing with it. It wasn't way out that we did 20 part harmonies, and all of that kind of stuff. So they can still sing it at church.
Absolutely.
It was still enough there that even if Miss Jones at First Baptist of so and so tried to play it, she can still try it.
Right, she can try. Right, she won't be intimidated by it.
She's not intimidated by it, you know, because it wasn't a whole lot of 13th chords and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I got great appreciation, and so for me, it's easy. It's church music, and that's what I stand for. It's church music.
Right. Now the other piece, and I guess this is for Gary and Aaron. You all took such a musical. Both of you all are phenomenal musicians. Gary, piano, pipe organ, B3. And for a lot of y'all that don't know, y'all think Aaron is just a singer. No, Aaron is a phenomenal bass player too. Amazing bass player. So
I'm retired.
But you know, and Michi, this you could kind of piggyback off of this, but it's not too many records now that appease to, I don't want to say the average church musician, but like you said, to the Aunt Perlines that play pipe organ every Sunday and need a piece to play. You know, it's you know. So, Gary and Aaron, could y'all kind of speak more to like you all's musical approach, and more so Gary, because you actually played way more things. You played B3, you played pipe organ on the record, you played piano, you played Rhodes on the record. So, you know, kind of what did that mean for you in order to, I guess, touch people that are going to hear it in the musical community?
Well, I look at it as having something for everybody. You have something on there for the the choral students at a college.
Yeah.
You have something on there for the musicians that play pipe organ every Sunday. And I think when I hear pipe organ, I think church.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
When I think hymns, I think pipe organ with certain ones. I think certain hymns are churchy hymns.
Yeah.
Certain hymns are grand hymns.
Mm-hmm.
To God be the glory is a grand hymn of the church. So that's the approach I was thinking of it with the album. And then, but I like how Morgan told us to approach it. We guitar solo in the beginning, pipe organ, choral, and then you go into the whole band coming in. We all coming together as one.
Yeah.
And that's how it is in church when you do a grand hymn. Okay, you keep that straight. You do the first verse straight. Okay, the second time you get a little fancy, but then everybody comes together and sings that last verse, and sings the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
That's the approach to the pipe organ, the overture on the album. You'll be able to hear it next week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like we have something for the choral kids, the classically trained kids, even the little apostolic kids that be going to church all day. We got something for them too.
Yeah.
You know, and we have stuff for just straight up choir heads, you know what I'm saying, that just like to squall and do all that type of stuff. And you know, and not just like and just like Gary said, I mean, from a classical musician standpoint, but also like he said, apostolic musicians, Baptist musicians, they all can, you know. And I kind of give this analogy. It may sound a little corny, but it's like an ice cream shop. You know, every flavor, there's all different type of flavors for everybody. However, everyone's still a customer of the shop. You know, everybody still goes into that shop. But you know, it's vanilla, there's chocolate swirl, orange sherbet. You know, everybody can get a piece of this ice cream and go into this store. You know, but everybody gets the flavor that they want. So, you know, that's how we kind of looked at it. You know,
Dope. Marcy, you back?
They was trying to take me out.
They was trying to take you out of here, girl, but you back.
No, you can't take me down.
You back, boo boo. We turning it back over to you. We held it down till you got back.
Y'all was killing it. I was like, oh, they don't need me. Take me out. They don't need me. Okay.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
We need you.
Oh, thank you.
Because Morgan sound like Walter Cronkite with that.
I gotta put my Walter Cronkite mic back on. Hold on. I gotta get my Walter.
Give me about 2 weeks, Morgan. I'm gonna have me one.
Look, I'm gonna get you one, Marcy. We all gonna have one.
I want one.
Yep. Michi hating because he don't have one no more.
You better talk about me. Don't talk about me.
He gave his away during GMWA in Philly in '79.
Watch it.
Oh my God. But listen, y'all, we all gotta make sure that you are getting this Encounter Hymns by the Stewart Brothers. Listen, I promise you all, you will not be disappointed with the music that is on Encounter Hymns. You have to make sure you download this music. This is some really, really good music from these brothers. I'm telling you, some really good music. If you love the hymns, well, this is a good way to encounter them. Ha! Okay.
Yeah.
This is a great way to encounter them. Listen, they are singing and it's amazing. Great music. Love the way that they have done what they have done with this album. So you got to make sure that you go to whatever digital outlet, stream, do whatever you got to do. And you want to make sure that you download Encounter Hymns. Okay?
Do it on your secondary device right now.
Use your I got a lot of them over here now. And I can use whichever one I want to because I got plenty of them. Listen, don't get off the show, right? Just get your secondary device.
Your secondary device.
While you watching this, and you go ahead and download it.
Get your secondary device and just go ahead and download it now.
They sync up, y'all. They sync up.
Right, that's right.
On everything. So whatever one you do, y'all get it. Okay. So y'all gotta make sure you go and you download Encounter Hymns from the Stewart Brothers. Listen, I keep saying it because I'm so serious about it. The last time they were here and we played the music. It's amazing. So you gotta make sure that you go and you pre-order. That's like today. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't be the one that's like, oh, I forgot to get mine. And everybody
go ahead, get that thing now.
Get it.
Get it. All right, you got to make sure you get it. And I'm telling y'all, you want this in your library. Y'all probably like, girl, you say that about everybody's music. I do. Because I believe that everybody that's been on here got some good music. But just like that, this you want to get theirs because it is amazing. Okay, you want to make sure you get theirs. And they've been saying it all night. This is stuff that anybody can sing. You can sing it at your church My kids can sing this music, okay?
Absolutely.
They can get with it, okay?
Right, right.
Like mine, really. Yes, they can get with these
Yeah.
encounter hymns. This is what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. I can relate. They can relate. So you need to make sure that y'all go ahead and support the Stewart brothers and get this encounter hymns, their music, their album. Pre-order it, okay? So you don't be the last one to get yours. All right. All right. So we still talk. What we doing?
No, we talked a little bit, and we had some people say, can we hear some snippets in the chat? Quick shout out to all the Rhyme and Reason family that come on here and support y'all's on. I see Jamal Miller here.
Yeah.
I see Robert Copeland. He was on here last week. I see
Copeland.
Anthony Jefferson, AJ Jefferson.
Yes,
Thank y'all so much for just supporting the fam. You know,
Ryan Vincent Ford, shout out to him.
yeah, Ryan Vincent Ford. So
Yeah.
thank y'all so much. And I see
Jarrell
a couple.
Hosley. Y'all
Right,
pre-order his
Jarrell
album, too.
Hosley. Yeah, I see everybody in here just shouting up. I see a
Yeah.
couple of the Stewart Brothers fans in here. Some people that were actually at the listening party that you guys had. They're so excited about the record. Yeah, I think I saw April Hall in here. So once again, shout out to the family. Thank y'all for coming here to support these guys. You know, it is what it is. But they have been asking about snippets, Marcy. So I say we gotta wait till Marcy gets back before that happens. So you know,
we gotta give them. Oh, go ahead, Aaron.
Oh no, I was before we do, I want to shout out me and my brother's team. We want to shout out our administrative assistant Ashley Barrett. Really thankful for her. Lord knows, thankful for her. We want to shout out our singers. Like we said, Darren Scott, David Reeves, Robert Brown, Michaela Banks, Jocelyn Christian, Tanaya Moses, Alexis Griffin, Kiwana Taylor. We want to shout out. Oh yeah, all our people, the band. You know, Gabe Bennett on drums.
James Ash, Danny Curtis, Ronnie Collins, Antoine Eason, Antoine Porter, myself, Will Taylor, Tyrese Roth. We just had an amazing cast on this record. So you know, we're all
You're Morgan take some peas about and myself.
I played on it too, Michi. I played on it too.
Go ahead, Morgan. I was like, oh, okay.
People be forgetting that I be playing.
And myself.
I would like to also, this is my my political speech setup. I would like to also thank myself for
I am getting a mic.
Thank you as unto me for
I'm getting one. I'm getting one.
We want to shout out our parents too. Pastor Gary Stewart Sr.
Let me ask you something about that. I want to ask you something about that because I heard the last time y'all were on, I heard you talk about how your parents really had influence on both of you. And it kind of put me in the same mode of how my mom was with me. My situation was probably a little different. Now my mom couldn't play nothing. I mean, she couldn't play anything, but she knew when I played something wrong, when I had to take piano lessons, she was like, that ain't right. That ain't right. Do it again. And by me being young playing, like I was like one of the youngest things playing at that particular time. So, and I wanted to play for everybody. Everybody had to wait. I couldn't go to nobody's rehearsal. I couldn't go and play football. I couldn't go play nothing until I did that practice. And I heard y'all talking a little bit about how your parents were involved in your practice and making sure you kind of did the right things.
But you know, Mitch, we can relate to that because our parents, you know, they may not have this, like you said, the strongest musical ears, but my mother always says, you know, I can tell when you spiritually ain't right. So I'll call you out on that more so than they'll say, I don't know the keys, I don't know the notes, but I can tell when your spirit ain't right, and they will call us out. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, get yourself together. You know, I remember one time, Gary's gonna feel a little embarrassed. One time, he's like, "What you gonna say?" But one time I was back at our home church one time, and my dad was an associate minister at the time, so he wasn't pastoring yet. So Gary laughed, you know what I'm about to say. So he played the service. So then it was just, I don't know if he was just tired, but he was falling asleep. And so my dad gives me a signal, like, I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, Gary sleep behind me in church. He said, wake him up, wake him up, wake him up. I'm like, all right, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. You know, but you know, it's you know, we're just grateful for them. You know, just stand on us. You know, as you're growing up, you may not understand the certain things they tell you.
Absolutely.
Why you do certain stuff, but you know, you just grateful that when you get older, you be like, you know what? I see why they say you couldn't sing.
Exactly.
I see why you couldn't play for so and so. I see why you couldn't, you know, go on tour with that certain group. You know, I see why you couldn't, you know, and we're just grateful for them.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's dope.
Yeah.
One more. Can I have one more question?
Go ahead.
Okay, Michi, you have enough room for another question.
Man, if you don't put that Nancy Pelosi microphone down somewhere.
I have 2 mics.
I love
it. What is it? I mean, because a lot of groups and soloists and choirs, they try to mimic other choirs and groups and so on and so forth. How are you able to own your own identity, so to speak? Because it's kind of different. It's musician and leader and you coming from a completely different angle with the hymn situation.
That's a good question.
It ain't like you trying to come and have it's the Stewart brothers and friends, but it ain't this group that somebody's standing in front of and taking all of the light or whatever. It's kind of different.
Yeah.
It's real different, and I like it. Trust me.
It's definitely different for their generation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
So how do you maintain? And I love the fact that both of you are inclusive of each other, which is amazing to me. It's like one ain't moving without the other, and you know, it's like, okay, well, should I say that or no? No, you know, it's like it's real dope to me. So how do you maintain that whole identity of what y'all doing?
That's a hard one.
I think really just togetherness, you know, unity and knowing your role. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like we both know our roles with this thing. You know, like of course we're both the co-artists, if you would say, you know, but we know our roles. Like Gary, of course, he's the musical mastermind. You know, he arranges. You know, he kind of gives us the format of what we're going to sing, what we're going to do. You know, but I guess for the performance, per se, I know I'm kind of more the front man in a way. So the singer, the talker. You know, like I ain't no Mick Jagger or nothing, but I think I try to do what I can. You know, I try to do what I can do.
He said Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger.
He's the front man to me. I love me some Mick Jagger, but I ain't no Freddie Mercury or nothing. But yeah. But you know, we know our roles. And, you know, like it goes back to what our parents teach us. You know, stick together. You know, don't let anybody get between y'all. You know, don't let anybody. You know?
That's major right there.
Yeah, you know, it's like, and my parents be like, "You look, we're not gonna be here forever. So you know, we can't always be the mediator when y'all argue all the time. You know, we can't be the mediator for when y'all not on. But so then it's like, okay, we'll fuss at each other, but you know, it'd be like we can fuss. It's funny, we can argue, but then 20 minutes later, all right, get up, let's go to the mall. You know, it's just
it was like that in the studio.
Yeah, it's us. But you know, it's a blessing because we just know, like at the end of the day, he needs me, I need him. So you know, we know our role, and you know, I wouldn't have made it without him, and he wouldn't have made it without me, and we both wouldn't have made it without God. So you know, that's just the way we think. You know, that's just the mindset we have.
Man, Michi, if I can honestly say, they are the epitome of the word siblings. Like,
nice,
really for them. And I think one of the things that actually made me kind of like love them is just their interaction is pure. Like what y'all are saying right now is them all the time. Gary don't have nothing to say all the time. Gary will always just lean to the side and be like, "Hey Morgan, we're just gonna do XYZ." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And like Aaron is the one that's got to pray about everything twice. He's got to go lay on his face for about 6 hours. But it's cool because it's him. And then, Gary, I don't know if y'all know, Gary is the older one and Aaron is the younger one. So, it's kind of like their interaction is what they are at home is what they are as artists. And I actually love that about them because they're both comfortable in who they are, and they both respect what the other one does. Gary is not really, now they will have arguments about certain things when it comes to like musical aspects of it and even on the business side, but the way it is like they'll slam argue for 5 minutes and then 6 minutes later it's like, all right, cool, we're moving on to the next thing, that's resolved, we'll be fine. Or Gary will pull a big brother card and be like, Aaron, chill, it's all right, we good. Aaron is the more, the heartfelt, emotional one. Gary is level-headed, sensible one. It's like, okay, let's think through this, Aaron. Let's not always just jump out there, okay. But their relationship as brothers is so genuine. That chemistry is really, really what made this record work. Because they just knew the other one's strengths and weaknesses. So in those moments, they knew who to rely on. And even me coming in, if both of them didn't know, I think the biggest lesson they learned from me is, okay, now y'all have to be artists. I think that was the biggest lesson them as brothers learned, because it's like, okay, they were so used to doing everything because all they had was each other, which was amazing. But when we all came together, it's like, well, Aaron, you don't have to do 99 things. Now you only got to do one thing. Gary, all you got to do is this, and then you got a team that's going to handle the rest. So their hunger to work together and their just natural born sibling chemistry is really, to me, what separates them. It's from everybody else that I work with. And I know they're the only siblings that I work with, but it's not the first siblings that I have worked with. But their relationship, especially on stage, and their musical chemistry, I think is really, really connected to them just being blood siblings, honestly.
That's what's up.
That's
what's up. Oh, that's and I'm telling you, like, I think being a person who does not, not somebody that's been around you all, don't know you all personally. And I can say this from the last time that we sat down together, and even this time, I said it before, like, you have such a humble spirit. Like, you can kind of feel, how genuine you guys are.
Absolutely.
And so, like, I think that speaks a lot. I think I said the last time of your parents and how they have instilled what they instilled in you all. But just to watch you all do what it is that you do now, even especially as artists, again, and I'll say it again because I do have teenagers who were like, Mom, gospel music can be quite corny, you know what I mean? But to have something that they can be like, oh, okay, all right, this is kind of hot, Mom. All right, this is cool, So I think it speaks a lot for the generation that's coming up to see you guys do what you do, and be so humble about it, have integrity with it, and definitely continue to live out your Christian walk. I think that's absolutely amazing to see, especially in the day that we live in today. So I think that is absolutely amazing. And I think,
can I say something? It's like, it's I guess a more of a challenge to reach our own generation, because that's sometimes you got to stay pure, because our generation, we can sense a phony like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We'll call you out, and we won't follow you. That's
absolutely.
Just who we are. As it's like you have no choice but to stay genuine, because it's like the millennial, Generation X, Generation Z generation. It's like, we can spot a phony. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Spiritually, and I hate to say this, and musically, we can spot a phony.
Yeah.
But, it's like. But that's just being Gary's desire, just to stay pure and just stay focused. We're sports guys. Kobe Bryant, keep that focused Mamba mentality. Stay focused on the goal. Stay so focused. You don't hear too much outside noise. You don't hear too much outside chatter. But just stay focused. On the mission and God's voice. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay focused on.
Absolutely. You can definitely know that, just doing what you're doing, can definitely see how God will definitely bless your gifts and what you're doing and take you all so far in what it is that you're doing for the kingdom. So I absolutely think it is so amazing to watch you guys do what you're doing. I'm going to say it again. Go and get Encounter Him.
Go and download, pre-order.
Say it again in the mic. Say it again in the mic.
Go and download and pre-order Encounter Him, the Stewart Brothers and Friends. You can pre-order it right now. It drops next Friday, February the 19th, but you can go get their single right now on all your digital platforms.
Go get it.
Get more than announcements.
Come on. That's why I need a mic.
See? You can't do more than an announcement without mics, Michi. You need mics.
Gotta have that. Get Encounter Him, y'all. The Stewart Brothers and Friends.
Encounter Him. Ain't that a nice photo cover too? That's so beautiful.
I like that.
It is nice. Who did that?
Like that? Whose concept was that?
That was the brothers' concept.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Aaron called me one day and said, Morgan, I drove past the church. Okay, let me put my second mic down. I'm not making announcements right now.
Yeah.
So Aaron called me one day and was like, man, we found the perfect spot to do our photo shoot. I'm like, okay. He said, it's behind the church.
Mm-hmm.
It's behind the church.
well, I kind of, I guess I go against the rules a little bit. Sometimes I look at certain, I guess the secular artists in a way, and I'm a big rock and roll fan. So it's like, I looked at if whoever heard the rock group, The Who, and I looked at the Who's next album. They were just like in the middle of nowhere. I was like, this is nice. And, it goes with like the Encounter type thing, and I was just like, I was telling Gary, I said, we need something like that. It's like, we need something that's like a straight, like Encounter. And so I was telling my mother, I was like, Mom, I was sharing the idea. She said, well, let's try make sure it's a double meaning, because the title is a double meaning. So I called PJ, the photographer. Morgan put us on with PJ, the photographer. Panda,
yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, and Panda Photography. And so I was like, PJ, I was telling him the concept. He said, cool, I got this perfect spot for y'all. All right. And he sent me the three crosses behind it. I said, this is nice. And so I said, all right, let's do it. And so that's what we put the hymns, HIM, the crosses which represent. And I said, let's put the hymnals on the ground, so it gives the two meanings in the one shot. So I said, let's make it a different type of cover. You know what I'm saying? That can really strike the eye, but at least give the spiritual meaning to the cover and to the album. So that was the goal right there. So
yeah.
See, I didn't even know that.
That's
right.
I didn't even know that, and I seen it.
Yeah.
Left me out of that meeting.
Shout out Gabe Bennett on here. Hey, Morgan, Gabe's on here.
Oh, I see Gabe, what it do? And then I believe I saw Avery Lawrence on here. Avery, the 19th is not tomorrow. It's next week. We got a couple more days, my G.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Gabe, the drummer.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
Gabe the drummer. The one that played on the record. Yeah.
Tell Gabe he got 10 minutes to be on that bus. He know what I'm talking about.
Exactly what. Gabe, hurry up and get to the bus. We leaving in 10 minutes. But yeah, shout out to Gabe and Avery Lawrence. Avery was one of the featured guest soloists on the record. She did an amazing job. I'm not going to tell you what song she sung. You're just going to have to download the record, pre-order it, and wait till the 19th for it to come out. But yes, she's amazing.
They got some big people on there.
Oh man, look, can we talk about the features, please? I mean, we have once again Miss Avery Lawrence, one of Baltimore's finest by way of Pittsburgh. We also have Elder Jamel Strong. I don't know if you all know one of his biggest songs was Jehovah Reigns, and then My Hands Are Lifted Up, his new single out right now. And we also have the legend herself. You cannot say this name without giving her just due. The Timothy Figueroa is on this record. And we also have, and you might not know this name, but Pastor Brent Brown, the pastor of Greater Harvest.
My pastor.
Aaron and Gary's pastor, Pastor Brent Brown. We also have Darren Scott, the vocal producer, was on this record. Who else? We got Jesus.
Jocelyn Christians.
We have Jocelyn Christian. We have Corey Mickey on this record. Shout King himself.
Really?
We have yes, it is.
I told you the Solid Kids gonna like it, Marcy. I told you these little.
I'm gonna tell y'all who my favorite is, and they legends from their times down from the Eastern Shore. It is George and Alan Stewart.
That's
Gary and Aaron's uncles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
They
So,
they are,
what's up.
I will say, legends from the Eastern Shore. I don't know the entire backstory, but let me tell you, from the stories I've heard and then working with them, I can absolutely believe they're actually two of my favorite leads on this whole record. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
yeah,
Wow.
we call them the Stewart brothers from the previous generation. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So we wanted to link up with them, and just and we wanted to dedicate that track to our family, the Stewart family. So we're just
Yeah.
grateful for them, So
Amen.
Yeah,
That's
but
what's
it's some heavy hitters on there, Marcy. And once again, when you bring those powerhouses with the right hymn, it's like, whoo.
And Jada Arnell.
yeah,
Jada Arnell from
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, yeah,
It's some heavy hitters on this record. It's like,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah. Yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
up. Listen, I'll make sure I download my copy,
Yeah.
and I know you going to
Please.
download
Yes.
yours too. Okay?
Go ahead and download it on your secondary device. Pre-order it.
Get 'em. Just use whatever you got,
On a
okay?
computer.
Pre-order tonight. You use whatever, because they're going to link up. See, I'm going to keep telling y'all, they links up. So use whatever device you got. Make sure you download Encounter Him, okay? You want to make sure you have that in your music library. You won't be disappointed. I promise you won't. So make sure you go ahead and you support the Stewart brothers, Gary and Aaron. Encounter Him. I'm trying to tell y'all gonna be jamming to this, okay? You'll probably be jamming, worshiping. You're gonna be doing it all, okay? So make sure you get it. You probably even be singing along, because I know we all
You
love
will
the
be
carols,
singing
okay?
along.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
singing along. So make sure that you go and you download, pre-order tonight.
Pre-order.
Encounter
Pre-order.
Him.
Pre-order.
It drops
Pre-order.
on the 19th, okay? The
Yep.
19th it drops. You want to make sure you have it just download and ready to go, okay? So make sure you go and you support Gary and Aaron. Encounter Him, okay? The Stewart brothers, okay? All right, so this is what we're going to do tonight, because I always like to leave space for our artists to just leave an encouraging word. So tonight, I would just like Gary, Aaron to leave an encouraging word tonight, and maybe even speak to the younger generation. You have the floor.
One thing I could say is be yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
don't have to try to keep up with all the different artists. It's okay to be different from the rest.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No need to be a copy. You can be an original. You know what I'm saying? So
That's wisdom right there.
seriously though, it's sometimes, and I've learned that, and Meet, it's easy to really go in that pressure and be like, let me keep up with everybody else. Let me keep up with everybody else. But like I said, with that, I try to keep that. We try to keep that mindset. Let's just stay focused on us. It's good to see what others are doing. It's good. But when you run in a race, you look at somebody on the side, you slow down. But when you stay focused on, the hurdles that you got to go over, you stay focused on the track that you're running. You can run as fast as you can. You know what I'm saying? So stay focused. I'm gonna tell you what a deacon told me: stay focused, stay faithful, stay firm. So that's all you can do.
Come on, focus, faithful, firm. I like that. All right. That's how the deacons are. The deacons of the church. They lead them. The little messages. They drop the messages. Listen, it was such a good night tonight. The Stewart brothers.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love it.
Encounter Him, okay? Him. You're going to have Encounter Hymns, the music, and Encounter Him, okay? God. So you got to make sure you get their album, Encounter Him, so you can have this music and you can listen to it and let it bless your life. Listen, my co-host is in the building tonight. They held it down.
They did.
My co-host. Now listen, he's challenging me because he got 2 mics. That means I'm gonna have to have 3
Yeah,
mics.
you gotta step it up.
That's not
You're
work.
gonna have to step your game up. You're gonna have to.
Wait till you see me next week.
You can't show it without no mics no more. If you host it, you need a mic.
Me too. I
You gotta have a mic. I know we can go.
Johnny Gill, Johnny Brown mic on what?
I'm gonna have it all, okay? Your girl about to have it all.
We're gonna do a sneak peek.
He got a mic, and that's all decent and stuff. I'm getting the mic, okay? Listen, it was such a good night. The Stewart brothers, thank you so much. Listen, we all
Marcy, Aaron talking to you.
We gonna do sneak peeks or what?
We got another song coming up.
All right.
But I don't think they gave me a whole lot of songs though, y'all. So listen, that's why you gotta go download the album. You gotta
Right.
pre-order
Okay.
tonight.
Okay. Okay.
Because we ain't
Okay.
got a
Okay.
whole, we
Okay.
can't get
We got
y'all.
one
We trying to get
more.
y'all.
We got one more song.
We got one
I got
more,
you.
and I'm about to give it to y'all, right? So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Y'all
Okay.
got to make sure you go pre-order tonight. So you want to make sure you can get it. Y'all been asking for snippets. Well, that's how you get the snippets. You gotta go get the pre-orders. We got a song for you, so
Get it.
don't leave us. Stay right where you are, because I am going to give you another song before we go out of here tonight. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say goodbye, because I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and get y'all jams on the songs, okay? So listen, oh my gosh, the Stewart brothers, always a pleasure to have them right here on Kingdom Sound. I'm telling you all, support the Stewart brothers and everything that they're doing. Go to their social medias and stuff, okay? So you can check out what they're doing and you don't miss nothing that they have going on, all right? So make sure you go, and there they go, right there. It's going across
Yep.
the
There you
screen.
go.
Because you know
Follow us.
we high like that. We decent. It's going across the screen right for you. There you go, the Stewart brothers. Make sure you follow them. Okay, Facebook, Instagram, all of their social media outlets. Go ahead, follow them so you can kind of stay connected and see everything that they got going on. Okay, that's what you got to do. All right. Hey, stay connected to my co-host.
Stay connected.
Co-host. I don't know, but that's what I'm talking about. That's how it is
Yeah.
right here. You get two co-hosts. All right, make sure you stay connected to Morgan. Okay, Morgan,
Yeah.
he's doing that good stuff. All right, so make sure
Trying
you
to. Thank
you
you.
know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, we gotta pick that up. Listen, next week you gotta make sure that you are tuned in, y'all. This is what we talking about.
Yeah.
Betty Griffin Keller gonna be right here. Did y'all hear that?
I heard it.
Okay, listen.
The legendary one.
The legend.
We so excited. Like, come on, Michi. That's what we talking about.
The legendary one.
Right.
Listen,
You
to
gotta
be,
have your mic next week for the legends, Michi. You can't come incorrect for the legends.
Watch what I had next week.
Oh, oh gosh. See, now he's trying to outdo me. Let me see whatever he come up here with. I may have to get something else.
It's gonna be something nice. Watch.
He's trying to challenge me, y'all. He's trying to challenge me. Betty Griffin Keller gonna be right here. Kingdom Sound next week. Listen, y'all already know Praise Chapel. We got some good stuff going on right here. Okay, so you gotta make sure you are tuned in. Next Tuesday, all right, for the Legacy series, Betty Griffin Keller is going to be in the house, and we are excited. Okay,
Absolutely.
Put it in your calendars now that you want to make sure you don't forget to be here 8:00 on next Tuesday. Okay. All right, y'all. So that is it. We are going to give you another song from the Stewart brothers, but we're going to go ahead and say our goodbyes right now. So y'all can go out with this good music tonight. We ain't got to come back and say nothing to you. All right. So listen, thank you all for being here with us tonight. Listen, we ran into some technical difficulties, but you see how we did. We came back. Your girl over here with all kinds of devices trying to make this thing work, okay? But that's what we got to do, because I love being here with you, all right? So listen, it has been an amazing evening. I am so grateful to the amazing Stewart brothers for being here, doing what it is that they do. It is just amazing to watch them. I'm telling y'all, we are just absolutely excited to see what God is going to do for them and what he's doing for them right now. And of course, my amazing co-host, Morgan Michi, is never a dull moment, okay? Never a dull moment. I always have such a good time with them. I'm so grateful for them tonight. They held that thing down when your girl ended up getting up out of here trying to get herself together. But that's what we do. It's live, okay? This is live, okay? So I am just so grateful for you all. Always, every single Tuesday, for coming and being right here. All of our chapel members, saints, and friends coming and sitting here with your girl every single Tuesday night at 8:00. We absolutely appreciate it, okay, that you take time out of your day, your evening on a Tuesday night to be here and come and support what we do here. Get some good music from these amazing artists that stop by week after week. All right, so listen, that is it. That's all we have for you on tonight. Make sure you get that good music by the Stewart brothers. Make sure you meet me right here next Tuesday for our legacy series. Okay, it's going to be amazing. All right, so you want to make sure you're right here. That's it. I have nothing else for you. You already know this is the Praise Chapel channel, where we are giving you the best in kingdom living. And if you want to live kingdom, you got to make sure that you seek first the kingdom of God. Now I'm going to try to do my best to get my mics up in here next week because Morgan won't be outdoing me. So we're going to see what I do, okay? Cross your fingers, pray, do something. See if I can get me your mic up in here on next week, all right? That's it. Here we are. Stewart Brothers LK. We're going to close you out right here with 10 So Sweet. I will see you next week. We love y'all. Peace.
We know without a shadow of a doubt that it is a great thing to trust in Jesus. Come on, Darren, sing it. 'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus. Just to take him at his word. Just to rest upon his promise, just to know, thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Lord. Come on, sing another verse. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I have learned to trust